Modern beef production is a game of scientific margins. Nutritionists spend months calibrating rations, balancing protein and energy levels to the decimal point to ensure maximum growth and feed efficiency. Yet, even with these high-performance diets, growth rates occasionally hit a wall. Feed consumption drops off, and the weight gains projected by the data simply stop happening. When this happens, experienced feedlot managers don't start by retesting the feed. They head straight to the water trough. They recognize water is the overlooked variable in the production equation. It is the biological bottleneck that dictates the success of every other nutrient consumed. Without a reliable supply, the massive financial and scientific investment in the feed ration effectively goes to waste. There is a direct, locked correlation between what an animal drinks and what it eats. Water consumption strictly controls the ceiling for feed intake. This creates a hard cap on dry matter intake. If water volume drops, internal signals force DMI down to match it. Cattle are uniquely vulnerable to this because of how they handle resources. While they can store energy in fat reserves for weeks, they have no mechanism to store water in large amounts for later use. This lack of storage makes a continuous supply necessary to maintain the fluid environment in the rumen. This is where billions of microbes live, fermenting and breaking down the diet. Digestion also has to compete with other non-negotiable needs. Water constantly regulates body temperature, transports nutrients through the blood, and flushes out metabolic waste. Because water is required for every biological function simultaneously and cannot be banked, it functions as the ultimate rate-limiting factor for the animal's metabolism. Managing this supply is difficult because the required volume isn't a static number. It is a moving target that reacts to the world outside the pen. Water requirements spike based on a variety of triggers, from rising ambient air temperatures, increasing body weight, to the specific salt levels in the feed itself. During periods of heat stress or lactation, an animal's daily water needs can easily double compared to its requirements in cool, dry conditions. This creates what managers call the quality trap. Even if the troughs are full, cattle will voluntarily reject the water if it is contaminated with mud, algae, or debris. This behavioral rejection of poor quality water triggers the biological bottleneck. The animal drinks less, which instantly shrinks its feed intake, even if the ration in the bunk is perfect. If the supply isn't clean, cool, and easily accessible, the entire biological chain reaction of growth shuts down at the very first step. We can trace the economic impact through a specific domino effect. Reduced water intake forces lower feed consumption, leading directly to suppressed rumen function. This degrades the feed conversion ratio, meaning the animal extracts significantly less nutritional value, and daily physical growth stops entirely. Every pound of weight gain and every unit of feed efficiency is tethered to the volume and quality of the water in that trough. It is the primary engine of beef production. Effectively, feed management is water management. A balanced ration can only reach its full potential when it is supported by a continuous supply of clean drinking water.